afternoon, everybody. I hope you're all sat out in the sun with your sun hats on and your pina coladas just next to you. And of course, a tile ready to do our live event today. I think it's 353 and I've just really had to check the date as well. I'm like, what day is it? It's been quite a busy week today. So just before we start, quick apology if anybody's messaged me over the last few days and I've not got back to you. My phone's sort of been dying and losing its charge very quickly. And I didn't take a charger with me while I was down at Redditch. So I do apologise if I've not got back to you. I'm not ignoring you. I've just got to get through them all. So I will do that and I will answer everybody. So a bit of patience. And of course, a thank you everybody for watching yesterday and obviously Thursday. It seemed as though I was there for forever doing 2 days like that. But really appreciate your support. So thank you everybody for that. Okay, are we ready then? What do I have today? I've got my regular tile. I've got that lovely verdigris, kind of olivey green, and I've inked it with a little bit of green as well, just to give it a little bit of interest in the background. Hello, everybody. Hi there from Michigan. Hope you're okay. And there's oh, lovely to have everybody with me. So where are we going then? I'm going to come straight in with a pen. Got my pencil, my tortillon, and I've got my coloured pencils with me as well. But it's going to be a quick one today, but I think we'll be fine with it. Oh, Deborah, good morning. Hope you had a lie-in. I had a little bit of a lie-in this morning. Gotta admit, I was a bit tired. I think on Thursday morning, I actually left the house at 4 o'clock in the morning. And I actually got back home last night just a tad before 10 o'clock at night. So it's been a bit of a long stretch. And of course, you don't sleep well when you're in a hotel. So, yeah. Oh, Kath, that's great news. I'm glad that the orders are coming out there. I know because even though I was out of the office, I know Sarah was busy away packing. I know Tommy and John have been in there as well getting stuff done. So we're getting there. Okay, so I've got 3 dots there. They don't all have to be the same size. And I've got a little sort of aura around it. So whether you want to draw the outside first and then the inside, I think actually I'm going to fill that one in and make it a bit bigger. There you go. Go around the outside with that one. There you go, 3 of them, okay? So from each one, I'm going to come around that bubble and I'm going to create letter S. Like that. And then, oh, hi. Hi, Sue from Rhodes. Gosh. Hope you're having a lovely time though, to be honest. It's must be lovely out there at the minute. There you go. Okay, a little S around all of them. So I'm going to come back around that bubble and create a slightly fatter S. Still following the bubbles. And then along we go. Oh, Maureen and Lynn and Sam. Do apologize, I've not mentioned your name. I think I saw Jane earlier as well. Julie, hi Julie. And round we go. Okay, so far so good. We can all do that, I'm sure. Quick set. Oh, that's nice. Mexican lime soda. Okay. Okay, around we go then. So along. Okay. Oh, Susan's in Lanzarote. Chris, thank you. And I know you were away last week, weren't you? So yeah, it's all been everybody on our holidays. It's lovely. Okay, I'm coming around this time, not too close, you see? And then if I turn it round, and again, it's almost like it's got hair, a lock of hair there. And around. I hope you didn't mind me keeping that secret, by the way. I thought it was quite nice to now and again just to not let you know what's going on air and just having that little bit of a surprise. Okay, I'm going to do another one. Coming down a little bit here. Down and along. And same again, look. So coming down a little bit and along. And same here, look. Down and along. Okay. Doesn't matter, by the way, if that's not in the middle. Really, it's fine. It's all about how you feel about it and where you want to put it. I'm going to do 2. There you go, 1 and 2. Oh, Sue, don't worry about it. We'll sort you out when you get back. There you go. 1 and 2. And again. I know, Sue, I wasn't, and it sort of became the right time. And because I could do them on my own terms, there's 2 of them actually. The 2 girls, not the one with the wings, but the other 2, they're actually, one is named Kat, and she's actually the person that helps on Sewing Street, and she looks very like that. No, I've turned her into a gnome. So that was Kat, and the other Kat who does the producing, the little one with the trees that's got really long, straight blonde hair, well, that's Kat, the producer. So it was a bit of fun doing them as little people. So they were quite happy about it. I didn't want to make, grotesque ones, so they're quite cute. Okay, I'm putting some stripes of this one here. And you know what? I can change my mind, Sue. It's yeah. I hope you like them anyway. I have had fun drawing them. So, and I've tried to do it so they're not just Christmas based. You could do them for all weathers. And here we go. Sort of filling in as we go. And kind of just sort of giving them little stripes there. And wandering along. There we go. And again, stripes on this one. There we are. Okay, going to do a bit of an aura. Oh, going to do that stripe first. Inside there. And that one. And that one. And I'm just going to look for a thicker pen here. I'm going to look for my 05. You think I'd be fine with just 3 pens, wouldn't you? And I've sort of got a bit of a collection going on here. Oh, Chris, yeah, we do want to see gnomes and about. But of course, Christmas close as well. We want to see that, and we want to see what you do when you get them with the poinsettias. Because of course, I know you've all asked, well, some of you, not all of you, I've asked for a little bit of colouring advice. So hopefully the little pack I put together there is going to be useful for you. And of course, you can use that and adopt it to colour any flower. So there we go. That was my 05 there. And, okay, that's nice, isn't it? So, oh, Chris, this is the, hang on a second, it's the green out of the red, the pack, the pearl grey. I actually have got a pearl grey here so you can see the difference in colour. Like, oh, like, you can definitely see the green now, look. There you go. Oh, Sue, you'll catch up when you get back. Ages for Christmas yet. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to bring in a curved line here. I'm not going to go right to the edge. And then I'm going to come back and I want to leave it a little bit fatter there, so it's kind of a shape. Okay. And then I'm going to do 3 little curves, filling that first one in. And then, oh, Janet, we might be tile 354. I've lost count. I've lost count. And I've not unpacked everything, and my folders are not close. So it probably is. If you say it's 354, then it probably is. So, yeah, I will change the name of it in a little bit. And I'm sure when Chris puts it on YouTube, it'll be the right number. Okay, there we go. Oh, thanks, Chris. I'm just going to do that on the back then. 354. There you go. Okay. So we've done this tangle before. I'm not going to go too wide here. And it's one that's currently used as part of the design on the tangle wall at Hobby Maker. So I think what would be quite nice is if you want to put a tile on the wall at Hobby Maker, actually create an extra one of these tiles. You see there how I'm joining it? Let's go a bit pointy there. And then what I'll do when I go next time I'll actually take your tile and add it to the wall there, because it is growing. It's getting a bit bigger, but I want it to get bigger still. So if you want to have a go at this, I say do an extra one, send it to me and just put on it, it's for the tile wall. And then I'll take it over there and add it to it when I next go. And whilst we're on about tiles and posting, again, my apologies about the tile swap for this month. I know I'm doing the next tile swap on Monday, and I promise you that your last tile swap will leave the building on Monday. So your swaps will be coming through. I'm so sorry, we've just been really busy and I don't want to rush doing that. I want to give it the time it deserves and spend some time just making sure that I look through all of them, you know, so we'll get there. Oh, Rose, of course. I'll see if I've got mine handy. I think I have. I think it's down here. And I'll explain it to you. We sort of went through it very quickly, didn't we, on air yesterday? Okay, so you can see what I'm doing here. I'm repeating that sort of pattern in the middle there, and I'm doing one at the bottom there, and then of course pulling that up, so I've got a little stripy thing going on. Oh, Viv, thank you. I do like to get things out to you quickly, you know that. It's but I don't want to just sort of take them out the envelopes and swap them without looking at them and you know, just appreciating the fact that you all spent some time doing them. So we'll get you that done Monday. Okay. Now it's important here, look, that I want to sort of join in. I want a bit of a point there. Okay. And Nicola joining the tile swap. It's a case that tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock, if you're on this page, then I will do a little video and show you a little pattern that I want you to use, and I'll explain everything. I'll give you some ideas and some pointers, and then give you all the details, and you basically you draw your own version of using any tile you like, as long as you include the pattern that I have drawn, and you send it to me at HQ with a stamped addressed envelope, and in reasonable time I swap them all. So it is, yeah, it should have been this Monday gone, but we postponed it and we moved it to this coming Monday. I'm sure that's right. If I'm not, Chris and Leslie are on here and I'm sure they'll put me right. What would I do without everybody supporting around me, just telling me what day it is? Of course, Leslie's been away for a week, and so it'd be nice to have her back on Monday. Got lots of jobs for her. Okay, so let's do another one of these here. I haven't, Leslie, I love you really. And along and down we go. See, I'm going to extend that because I want it to touch. I want to have two halves there. Yeah, thank you, Leslie. I knew you'd put me right if I wasn't. There we go. Look at that. And another one. Now you can have these facing anyway. You don't have to have them going the same way as me. You do want them just a little bit fatter than you would normally draw these types of leaf shapes in the middle there, because say you want to have this little design in the middle. I've kind of sort of adopted this design. It's what I was using yesterday, and it's what I've used on the bag pattern. I've done all the tangling on that. I will actually photograph it and put that on the page so you can see what it looks like. That bag's beautiful that you put the planners in. Let's have a little look at that. And of course I've been working a little bit this morning on the white planner, and I've actually been tangling that, using a bit of that pattern actually on that as well. Okay, so I'm going to look at these little shapes, and I'm going to add a few more of those. I'll fill them in, look. And there's another one sort of over here. Fill that one in. Let's little one there looks like it's sort of wandering off and in there. Okay, one there. don't know whether it's been the heat or we just seem to have been a lot busier than usual. And I mean, I'm not complaining at all. It's great that you're all supporting us and we're keeping it going. And of course, we've moved into our next door premises, so it's taken a little bit of work to. Still got a long way to go, of course, but it certainly feels like we can breathe a little bit because we've got a bit more space now. Okay, so I don't want to sort of do just 2 on each one now. I want to have a few coming in. There you go. They're really addictive, them, actually, and they're really nice to draw. But notice I've not taken the lines all the way down to the middle there. I just want them around the edge. Okay, let's go a little bit bigger there. Because they're coming out the middle here. Let's do a little bobble. I've not done these in ages. Oh, thanks, Lynn. It's been very stressful, actually. I suppose it always is, but so there's still a way to go. But there's carpet in there, and my office has been painted. There's no running water or anything like that. I've got to get all the plumbing sorted and things. But there we go. So it's just nice to have a bit of space, and we've got plans. So there you go. Now these get very addictive, so you don't want to do too many, or maybe you do, and then you'll end up with all of them all over the place. But I kind of like it like that. I like that little bit. Right. Lynn, it is, yeah. It's a rental at the minute, so that's how we're sort of keeping it. There's obviously some bits and pieces we want to sort out and agree, just to see if it's the right place for us. So who knows, maybe. But yeah, it's all going to be. We've got a builder coming in next week. He's going to take the wall out for us and put a doorway in to connect the two. So okay. Now I've got my pencil here, actually. Let's have a look. Oh, before I do that, do I want to? Yeah, I'm going to fill these in. I'm going to shade a little bit here. Bottom of those and the top as well. You'll see. Now, I'm not being too shy with this because it's a darker tile. It's going to take a little bit of graphite, so that's fine. And down here, I'm going to do one side. So you choose. You can do the inside or the outside. Gone with the outside. There we go. And the same here. Just sort of add in that pencil. And same there at the bottom. And sort of coming just around there. And along this top bit here. And down. Oh, John has surfaced. Could you pass me that yellow planner, please, John? Yep. I think it's that one. I think it's in there. There we go. And, thank you very much. Yes, my colour wheel's in there. I'll show you that in a minute. So I'm going to choose one side. You can choose either, it doesn't matter. But I'm going to do the same on all of them. So I've gone for the left. And along there. And along there. Now, I did wonder why I suddenly got a little friend under my feet. It's because there's a fly on the loose in the house. Okay, and see, same sort of thing on those as well. Let's shade that out and see what happens. Here we go. Very gently on that bit. I don't want to completely cover it all. Just sort of ease it off. And in these areas we can soften it, top and bottom. As we go. Leaving, of course, a little bit in there as well. Glenys, it is Benji in the background. He's come to sit very close because there's a fly on the loose and he doesn't like this buzzing noise. Frightens him. Okay. And this one. Seth doesn't care. Seth's asleep somewhere cool. There we are. Okay. So looking at the sides of my little leaves here, again, let's just soften it off a little bit. Again, not completely covering the whole thing. Working my way around. See, just sort of a little bit in there. I know, Glenys, you can tell. There you are. And along we go. It's very hot today, actually. They're not liking the heat at all. But you'll still go and lie on the rug rather than the floor. It's a bit dippy that way. And in we go. Okay, so sort of the same sort of thing here, like a little bit on those. There's my other one. My other one. Okay, let's have a little look at that. That's nice, isn't it? So I'm going to bring a little bit of white pencil. I'm going to use my white chalk, and then I'll have a look at adding a little bit of colour in, I think, with this one. So coming on in a little bit, and let's have a look. Just sort of down the opposite side of where we did. Look at the difference that makes. See, that's why I said I didn't want to cover it completely. If you find you've got too much graphite there, too much pencil, you can always use a rubber and remove it. Or you could go over it with your regular white pencil. That would help a little bit too. But it's not necessary here. So in those middle bits, maybe a little bit of white in. And see, I'm just sort of stroking it around. I'm very little pressure. Very little pressure. Oh, Rose, they do, don't they? The paper now is just spot on. I mean, the tiles before were beautiful. The quality was really, really good. But everything just works, doesn't it? There we go. Lynn, actually, Leslie called me and read it out. And I do recognise it. I recognise who you're talking about. A little bit in there. John thought it was funny. There you go. Okay, so, you know, I've got little bits. You can do both or just one. There we go. All right, like that. So, I'm going to bring some colour in now. Let's just move my planner for a minute. I'm working on a large table, but it's got about 12 inches of space all round. So being that I'm working on a green tile, I'm going to come in with a bit of yellow, and I'm going to stick with a bit of green as well. So what's this one? My citrus yellow. And oh, Lynn, no, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. We say it to his face, so it's fine. Oh, let's bring a bit of yellow in there. There we go. Okay, just again, just gently. I'm not sort of blending it or anything. I've just added some in. And I'm going to do that on all of my little leafy type of shape. And sort of giving it a little bit of interest there. So no need to press on, just allow it to. Let's put some pencil on. There we go. And you see where that white is? That's okay. You can go up to the white. It'll work together. And same with this one. Okay. Okay. So if I bring a little bit of my grass green in, sort of just on those tips there, I'm just going to sort of work it in a little bit. Again, not pressing on too much. And of course, if you're not putting colour in, this is where you're going to put your regular pencil in the darkest place. And then use the some pieces, you know, the tortillon to do it. Okay. And along there. Oh yeah, Lynn, that'd be good. Get it printed. if you can send us a decent copy of it, we can print it for you. Okay, there we go. See, just giving it that little hint there. Okay, so I'm going to come back in with my 05 pen for a minute and looking at the gaps between the spaces here, I'm going to fill it in with my pen. Now, if you don't want to fill it in, you think, oh, it's a little bit too dark for me, that you could fill it with bubbles, and that would give it a slightly different feel. I'm looking for that darkness in there, see, just be aware of the shapes and where you're adding that black. So here we go, filling that bit in there. This is quite a nice one to do, this, isn't it? It's not too tricky at all. And along we go to there. Just following it round. There we go. Just sort of makes a difference, doesn't it? Adding this ink onto it there. Okay. There, Benji, good boy. There we go. See, you've got that darkness inside there now. So I'm just going to bring it a bit of black out to those bits there. Okay. Let's have a look. There we go. I think it needs a little bit more colour, being that we've got like the green. I want to bring in, I'm going to bring in the bright red. Okay, I'm just going to sharpen it a little bit. There we go. And throw in a bit more. See, we'll have to get the raid out in a minute. Okay. So looking at our shape here, choose one of the lines. We've already done number 1, but you could do number 2 or number 3. I'm going to go with 3 and fill it in. Now do a solid fill. It's too small to try and blend, but it'll give you that bit of colour that you need. See, so I am applying a little bit of pressure there because I want it to really pop and bring that colour out. There you go. So again, you might have decided to use, colour the middle one, whatever you want to do. Whatever works. There we go. And along. You see, so adding that little bit in. Just on each one. Is it different just adding that touch of colour, that little bit of a pop there? So in the middle here, I'm going to colour it part way. Again, just sort of leave that little bit of tile in the middle, or the original paper underneath. You see? And then bring my white pencil in, which I don't know if you were watching yesterday. I have actually spoke to the factory, and they're going to create me just some white pencils. So they've put it in their diary for August, so we should be getting them around September, October time. Okay, a bit of white there. Alright, so that's that little bit done. I'm just going to bring back my white chalk pencil and just sort of finish off and do the opposite side of my little flourishy shapes here, just to give it a little bit of a highlight. Let's have a little look at this. And there we go. I think what I'd like to do, I think before we finish, do I have, yeah, I'm going to bring my white pencil in, sorry, pen, and let's have a couple of little stars in there. Let's have a look. Oh, Sam, hang on with it. Hang on. There we go. Maybe just a couple in there too. Okay. Could even just come back in and just add a little bit of white over the top of those. And there it is. All done. So I say, if you want to draw this one and do an extra and send it to me as one for the tile wall at Hobby Maker, what I'll do is I'll take it with me the next time I go, and we can put it on the wall over there. So it is growing. It'd be nice to see a few more on there. So let's see if we can get it sorted. It'd be nice to have the sort of the most tiles in one place on a wall. That would be great. So I know this one was short and sweet today, but I think that's plenty to keep you going, and hopefully you'll enjoy it and perhaps do a couple. So okay, all sorted. What's next then? Sanntangle tomorrow at 3 o'clock, where we're looking at our flowery quilts. And then, of course, Monday, it's going to be our next tile swap. Tuesday, the next tile, which will be 355. And yeah, back to it. So, okay, have a great weekend, everybody. Enjoy the rest of it. Chill out a little bit and enjoy. And I will speak to you at some point in the next few days. Okay, take care, everybody. Bye.